The new 450 is not crystal clear yet. Bacterial bloom is still going on here, but we're at 0 ammonia and 0 nitrate, and I just can't wait anymore. We're adding new fish today. And the first guy that's gonna meet the rays is going to be my brand new Albino Silver Arowana. Check him out. And the reason why he's going in first is simply because we sprung a leak. So we're running out of water. He's going in now. Let's do it. That's a jumper. All right, close that bag up before he jumps out of here. What you got there, bro?
Albino Arowana.
Nice.
Nice size. Already eating frozen shrimp and everything.
Beautiful. Your new buddy Flaco is gonna love you. I hope. We made it back home in one piece, but I will say the travel was a little rough. There was a lot of traffic from New Jersey, a lot of bumper to bumper stop and go, but my man Blanco made it. Courtesy of Camelone01 on TikTok. Thank you for the name, bro. I'm removing him from the bag water only because he was in a holding tank with a lot of brand new fish, and you never know. Better to be safe than sorry. Welcome home, Blanco. There he is, newest member to the KaveMan fam, newest member to the 450. He's doing real well, it looks like to me. Let me close this lid real quick because again, you never know. Arowanas are jumpers and they are very powerful. But my man Blanco is looking good. Investigating his new environment. He does have a little bit of drop eye on that left side, but that's okay. Very common in Arowana that are kept with other fish that typically swim below them. Now we got Blanco in the tank, so we're going after Flaco next. Gonna grab Flaco using this bag from the fish store. It's a much better way of grabbing big fish. Plus, he's way too big for my net anyway, and it probably hurt him. So, guide him into the bag with the tank water, pull him out, but unfortunately, he kind of jumped right at the edge here and caught himself real good. Scraped himself a little bit there. Nothing he can't handle. The bag actually was ripped, so I had a big mess all over the place, but I was able to get him transferred over into the new tank. Just flip the bag upside down, he'll swim right out of the bag. He's looking a little discombobulated, but that's okay since he did just do like 10 somersaults in the bag. Yeah, don't want to forget to close that one. And now we've got Flaco, Blanco, Scuba, Cookie, and Carrot in the 450. Wow, I made a mess. Yes, I made a mess. I made a huge mess. Flaco took a little bit of a scrape when he was trying to jump out of that bag, but he'll be all right. My man heals super quickly. Just want to keep an eye on both Arowanas and see how they behave together. Flaco's definitely loving that new space. Spooked Scuba there for a second. He's not used to seeing anybody up above him. It's been a while since he's seen anybody up above him. Swimming together, I love it. Overall looking good though. Right at home in the 450. They almost look small from this far away. But they're not. Not at all. It's funny because at the store, I thought Blanco, the albino Arowana, was so big, but now seeing him together with Flaco, Flaco got him in size by a lot. Okay, what's next? I'm going after the Geos next, and then finally the Discus going into the big old 450. Wow, he's fast. Don't ask me why I decided to go after the Geos first, because that was a bad decision. They are super fast and do not want to be caught at all. The Discus, on the other hand, very slow, very easy to get caught. So instead of going after the 3 Geos that I had in there one by one, I just started swiping away and grabbing whatever I could. FYI, when you're trying to grab and catch a bunch of fish, the best practice would be to remove as much water as you possibly can, and things will be a lot easier for you, much more easier than it was for me. But I wasn't really in the mood to do a water change on the 150, so I just did it the hard way and got it done. Oh man, Discus are looking beautiful in the 450 already. Look at how they automatically huddle up together right away. All this tank, and they're all right here. And I'm not even done yet. Why I wasn't doing it this close before, I don't know. Let me just close this tank lid just in case. Oh man, this guy jumped out of the net after I had him. Geos are super tough to get. He's so smart, he doesn't want to leave that wood area. And I don't want to take it out of the tank because I have nowhere to put it right now. Finally. Second Geo Savani going into 450. That dude was challenging. One more to go. And the redhead Tapajos Geo has joined the 450. Alright, that's everybody I wanted to transfer over. See what we got. So we got the Discus in the tank. They're starting to spread out just a bit. New Albino Silver Arowana named Blanco, along with my man Flaco Dos, with all of the Discus. We've got Cookie back there with Carrot hiding out. Scuba the second also hiding out. And the Geos are over here in this corner. Here's the two Geophagus Savenis. One more Discus that hasn't found the rest of the pack yet. And the redhead Tapajos Geophagus right here. They all look pretty stressed right now, obviously. I just bagged and tagged them and moved them and harassed them. Check out the Geos sticking together, the Arowana sticking together, and the Discus sticking together. Only the rays are all spread out. There's Carrot, there's Scuba, there's Cookie. We got some division here in the 450, but we're gonna get them together. They're gonna hang out soon. Discus are freaked out right now, but they'll be all right. One thing to keep in mind here about my stocking choices is that this is my first partially planted tank. So I'm only stocking it with fish that are going to leave the plants alone, obviously. But keep in mind, all of the fish in this tank, including the Arowanas, have very similar temperament, very similar aggression levels, which is why they're going to do well with each other. But like I mentioned in the past, I'm worried about the Discus bothering the rays like they were bothering Scuba in the past. Remember, Discus are cichlids, but eventually as the rays grow bigger, it's very possible that the rays start being aggressive with the Discus, pinning them to the glass, pinning them down to the substrate. So I'm definitely going to keep an eye on that as everybody matures in this tank together. Now, some of you are going to absolutely lose your minds and explode your skulls because I added that many fish to the tank at one time. Especially a tank that's still fairly new, still going through a little bit of a bacterial bloom. But you guys know that I take every opportunity to show you how much I trust and believe in Chem Prime. Chem Prime is going to detoxify any ammonia or nitrite spike that will happen in this tank, because we did increase the bioload in the tank and there is nowhere near enough beneficial bacteria in there to cover all of that. So Prime is just going to make the water safe while the tank produces more bacteria to reach the new bioload level. And what do I use to help that bacteria get to that new bioload level? You guys should already know, Chem Stability. I'm going to dose both of these daily, which is going to keep the tank safe, which is going to get the new levels of bacteria that we need in no time, and we're going to be good to go. I also remember some of you freaking out about keeping Arowana with Discus. Well, to prove once again that it can be done, I added a second Arowana, and he's going to do just fine with the Discus, just like Flaco did. I tried to say this often in my videos, that even though you have a species that tends to be bad, tends to be aggressive, it always depends on the individual fish. You never know what might work with what until you try it. Granted, there are some exceptions that you should never try, but there are plenty of Arowana and Discus tanks successfully being kept all around the world if you just look outside your tunnel and get a little bit of wider vision. So I'm gonna cut off the lights right now and go away for a little bit, and I'll be right back. Why cut off the light? Well, too much light is gonna stress your fish. Stingrays especially don't really like a lot of light. So keeping them in the dark for a while will help them to settle in, stay calm, and reduce or prevent any unneeded, unnecessary stress. After about 30 minutes in the dark, check them out. Look at all that color. Now they're all together, hanging out. Beautiful. I love it. The rays in the back, the Discus and the Geos together, the arrows swimming up above. It's a beautiful thing. Exactly what I was going for. Can't wait for this tank to actually get crystal clear And then we're really gonna see these colors pop. There you have it, guys. The 450 is finally stocked with the fish that I want to keep in there. I may add some more Discus and some more Geos in the near future. Not too many because I don't want to overstock the tank. Make sure to follow me on all the social media platforms because I'll be posting this tank a bunch. And if you wanted to check out how this fish cave was born, check that playlist out right there. It's gonna be super entertaining for you. I will see you on the other side. Peace.